Hey guys! Thanks very much for joining me. Today I've got a very special episode about those little guys, yes. The miners. I've got 23 of them ready for action. I think the miners are now my favourite troop ever. Miners have been famous in games before. In Manic Miner, for example. It was originally released by Bug Byte Software in 1983. It was developed by a man called Matthew Smith, who also made a game called Jet Set Willy. Some of you might remember that. Manic Miner is the first game in the Miner Willy series of games. Anyway, enough of the Manic Miner facts. On with this raid. Yes, it hasn't got an eagle, but it's a really good layout. I was fed up of doing tons of boulder raids, so I decided I'm going to try and do a surgical miner raid. So this one I've pushed in 4 boulders up the middle to try and do some damage to some things. And I've started to work the miners from the bottom side up. I brought a heal spell instead of a rage spell. I would normally bring an extra rage for boulders. And I also brought a freeze spell just to give my heroes a bit more uptime and try and keep the boulders alive for a bit longer. You can see the miners going to work down that left hand channel, smashing away at stuff. There's still a ton of them left. And actually, I think I prefer them to hogs. They seem to do quite a bit more damage, if you like, than hogs. And they also seem to duck a lot of the defenses, such as cannons, archers. Once they go underground, they don't get hit. And then they run in for the finale on this builder's hut. And they get it. So that was an adaptation of the boulder attack where you'd have 22 boulders up the middle. Anyway, I've decided to throw down some more of these attacks where I do throw my boulders up the middle, but there's only 4 of them, and I start to surgically deploy miners. I try to do it in war against the Town Hall 11. It'll come up in a second. I put these on really fast time just because, well, I don't want to bore you senseless. And here's the war attack here. So the idea was I was going to use these like a Golaloon, where you send the golems, some wizards, heroes up the middle of a base, and I added some boulders for effect. And then you would slowly spread your miners, or in the case of Loon, the balloons and hounds, around the outside of the base, working your way towards the middle, preferably in an L shape. The same applies to the miners. I think this is going to be a very effective strategy. Throw it out there for you guys to try. I think it'd be worth spending some time on. I've spent today doing these attacks and I've really enjoyed it. There's been quite a lot of 3 stars. These are the ones that I've managed to record. Anyway guys, work on it. Crack the miners. Hi.